Good morning, Stampers. It is Tammy with Stamp and Scrap Tammy coming to you with a Facebook Live Wednesday, July 22nd. So if you're watching the replay, that's when the original was recorded. All right, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I have a crazy busy, awesome day planned today. I'm going to do a nice quick project with you using one of our project kits. So I have to get my daughter to math today, and then I have a BOGO sale, and I have some VIP people coming that get to shop the sale early for just a little mini card class as well. So when I needed a project really quick, our all-inclusive kits are a great project to go to. So that is what I'm going to show you today. It is going to be the Simply Citrus card kit. So I'm really excited to share that with you. I've already made up one and I've sent out all those cards, so I'm excited to have a second one. All right, that being said, so if you were a VIP, you would know this. This is a kind of a makeup party for an event that we could not have in April due to COVID. So you guys as a treat are going to get to shop early. And everybody else, if you would like to shop the BOGO sale, the time slots for tomorrow, I had to sign up for it to avoid having lots of people here at one time. So signups are still available, and I don't think the online is open anymore, but what you can do is message me. So later today, I will take some photos of everything that's left on the sale, and then I have tomorrow afternoon open. So my 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock are full, but after 1:30, I do have openings the rest of tomorrow afternoon. So if you would like to stop by, you'll be able to just message me and let me know that you're coming, and if you need directions, I will give them to you then. And then if you are not local, you are welcome to join a Facebook group that I had shared. It's called Fantastic Finds. And I will be sharing not just stamping things on there for sale, but some other things that I have that I will be selling. And some just really cool stuff that I've come across. But mostly stamping stuff. And I will be posting that stuff after the sale ends on Friday. All right, so let's get to it. I will turn this down and we will get to our projects today. All right, try to do this as smooth as possible. I'm using my tripod that allows me to stand at my counter instead of the other one I have. I have two different ones. So, all right, so I've already opened up this box, and let me show you. We'll go step by step here. So it comes with these wonderful instructions, and it'll walk you through step by step how to make the cards, and really nice pictures of them. So I'm going to actually set that out in front of me so that I can see them as I go. So I'm going to show you how to make all of these cards today. And I'll show you just how quick they are. I'm not going to make the entire kit. I will make one of each. So I see there's a bunch of you watching. So hello and good morning to all of you. All right, so next up. So first it's going to come in this cute box. And as you can see, I've taken out the supplies to make one of each. And then here's all the additional supplies. So when I'm working on my project and I can't quite finish it, I can just tuck it all back in this box and set it to the side. And as you see here, you get these beautifully lined envelopes with it. And so there's 16 cards total. You get 8 of this design. And then you also get 8 of this lined. I think that's very wonderful that we get those. Okay, and then there are 5 different cards in this kit. And so we will just move right along. And so you can see 3 of them. Let me show you the other 2. So you could really make some really awesome alternative projects with these card bases as well. So I might just have to do that and share that next. So I'm going to start, let me start with, I'll try to maybe go in order of how the directions are. And so this card would be the first one. I guess I could have put them in order to start, but you know how it goes. And so something I have done, obviously it comes with the stamps, and it also comes with a clear block and the ink spot. Something I do prefer to use, since I do have them, is I'm going to pull in my regular size ink pad. It makes it just a little bit faster for stamping. If you don't have it though, this is a great alternative. And then I also have already placed all of the stamps on these blocks so that it's ready to go so that I can move along rather quickly on my project. And something that you're definitely going to want, because it is photopolymer stamps, is a Stampin' Pierce mat. And good news is, if you don't have one of these, they weren't put into the catalog, but upon request from many, many demonstrators, they did add it back in as an item we can get, and it just came back in stock. It was just in our updates yesterday that it's back. So here's the order number for that. It's 126199. So this is definitely something you need when you're working with photopolymer stamps to get a nice crisp image. All right, and so these pieces are already cut out, and I'm going to, you can really pick any of the stamps that you want, but I will follow along with what the directions say, and I'm going to put just a note. And maybe I will pull in some of the other pieces too, just to show you how quickly you could get all of your stamping done on these if you chose to. So this is how these come. And so there's 3 of each design. So then I can have 3, and you could make these all say, let's see, the other one that fits in here nicely is thanks for being you. So if you wanted to make them all just a note, you certainly could do that. So you can see, just see how fast this can be and how nice that stamps. And then of course you have these stamps after. Okay, so let's move back and finish up this card before I get too far along. And let's find my bow and fold. It looks like we're just gonna tape this right on there, and I'm gonna use my Stampin' Seal Plus, is what I prefer. And you don't have to, but I'm gonna use dimensionals, which it also came with a sheet of those. So really everything that you need, but a little bit of adhesive is all that you're gonna need to add. I should have looked before I started this how much this project kit is. I believe it is $32 so. And then I've already double tied some of my ribbons. And I'm gonna add that in right here. So I double tied it, but I didn't snip the ends. I'll show you on. All right, and then I'm gonna bring in a glue dot, which, let me show you if I can find them. It also comes with these. So these are a bit of a mystery to people. They come in the paper pumpkin boxes and also these kits. And so these are glue dots actually. So you could use this for adhesive for all of your project, but I'm gonna use it for putting my ribbon on. So it's a double-sided there, and then I'll pull this little sticky piece off. And then I can just stick my ribbon or twine right there. And so we have one completed card. Now I'm gonna move into a really fun one. This one I had to look pretty close to see the detail in this, but it's just lovely. All right, so this is a nice polka dotted pattern. And then we have these pieces as well. And here is where the fun starts, is we have looks like a lemon, and we might want a little scratch piece of paper. Let me grab that. Because I didn't grab a full sheet here, but I'll just grab this piece of leftover paper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna line it up as best as I can along each one of these lemons. So if you wanted to, you could leave it just how it is, but this highlights it just a little bit. And if you're not right on, it's not going to be a problem at all. I really thought this was a fun part of this project. And then we can also do the same. You'll see how nicely these line up. And so that's just absolutely perfect. And then we need to add on our sentiment, which is going to say, hello, sunshine. And we'll go this way. So there is just a little bit of stitching on this. And so sometimes these photopolymers do stick like this, and I just tap it off. And then you avoid having any kind of smudging on your card. Now we need to add some more twine. And so if you don't like doing the bow thing, this will certainly work if you just want to tie a knot. So if you still wanted to have a little bit of the ribbon, just tie a little knot on the end there. So again, I'm going to take a little glue dot here so that my ribbon will stay in place. And I'm going to give myself plenty of room to tie a bow because I want it to be kind of big and floppy. I think the instructions tied this around once, but I did twice. I gave it a little extra. And I'm going to leave it real nice and big. And then snip off the ends. And let's pull our card back in. And let's attach that with dimensionals. It gave us this huge, huge sheet. So you have no trouble that you're gonna run out. All right, and look, these are so bright and fun. A nice summer card. And who doesn't need to send a little sunshine these days? Since we're all kind of still stuck at home. And I'm gonna put just a little adhesive on this. And attach that to the top of my, right above that twine. And then same here, I'm gonna add some more dimensionals. And you can add as many or as few of these as you'd like. I do sometimes check on these for mailing purposes if I add too many dimensionals to make sure it's still okay. Usually one set is not a problem at all though. And I want to make sure that shows just a little bit. So there we go. We have our second card. And then our third card was another one. Let's see. Let me make sure I pull in the right one. And you know, there's really no wrong one. When I did my first kit, I mix and match these labels just a little bit. But just to show you all, I'll make it just how our instructions say. And now I have another one that is just a note, which is perfect because that's what I need the most of. And here's another one where now we get to bring in the slices of lemon. And need some scratch paper because I'm going to go off the paper just a little bit. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Not sure what everybody's up to. I think it's supposed to rain here later, but this morning, man, it was nice. I went out for a little walk this morning. It was like 64 degrees out. It was absolutely perfect. But I think it's supposed to rain a little bit later. So we'll see. Hopefully it stays nice for our BOGO sale. And so if you are coming to that, I look forward to seeing you. If you're not comfortable and you would still like to shop the BOGO sale, make sure you contact me and I'll make it happen. We do have some times tomorrow that are open where I don't have other people signed up. So if you wanted to come by yourself, you certainly could do that. And same with Friday, earlier in the day. So doesn't that look great? I mean, it looks fine how it is. Let me show that. I'll show the difference between the two with the highlighting and without the highlighting. And I like these all-inclusive kits because it really takes the guesswork out. So if maybe you want to create a project and you are kind of having a moment where you're not feeling very creative and you just need to get your head thinking the right way, I usually just pull out a kit and then it gets my energy going, and then I get excited and come up with different ideas. And you can definitely use these layouts with other stamping products that you already own. So you see here, I'm just a little off on a couple of these, but it doesn't matter. They still look wonderful. So you see the difference between it highlighted and not highlighted. I think I really like this. I mean, this looks fine, but just that little bit really adds a lot. And it's Night of Navy is the color that I'm using. And that's the ink spot that comes with it. And so we do have more twine again. And so we'll wrap that around. It looks like 2 times again. And so right about where I'm going to tie the bow is where I'm going to add one of my little glue dots. So you can see these really come in handy. So I think I said it at the beginning, but these usually come in the paper pumpkins too. So if you've gotten those and you're wondering what in the world are these little things, they're little glue dots. Again, you can use them for your whole project. I don't know too many people that do that because they are a little bit putsy, but I save them to use for glue dots. So we're going to wrap 2 times around. Again, leaving plenty of room for tying a little bow or a knot, whatever you prefer. And let's tie that tight and straighten it up just a little bit. Okay, there we go. And at the end here, I will share with you the current host code. My current order special, aside, this does not count for the BOGO sale part, but if you order anything out of the catalog using the host code, so if you like this kit and you want to add a couple things on, if your order is $50, I'll give you 2 punches right now. And then I'm going to mail you 10 completed cards from some of the cards I've made, some of the cards I've received in swap. So you'll get 10 cards that are completed that you can use however you would like. You can use them for ideas, or you can use them for giving away to your friends, send them out yourself. And so that is the current order special, double punches and 10 cards I will send you. Okay, so now we just have to add this nice little tag. So these are all ready to go. So all you have to do is punch them out like so. You see how easy that is to do. So if you haven't done one of our kits before, I'm really wanting to give you a glimpse at to what they are all about. And they have just gotten better and better over the years. I know I kind of showed a glimpse of one during that Facebook Live a couple weeks ago when I shared all the different cards. And I'm going to have to go back and maybe make that one up too, because that was a real stunner. And then we just need to add in our Just a Note. I'm just going to put tape in the middle of this. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? Okay, see here. There we go. That looks better. I was gonna, oh my, I thought, gosh, that's really a plain card. Okay, so I guess I should just have like music in the background and not talk. I can't talk and stamp at the same time. And then we'll add our Just a Note. So there we have 1 more completed card. We have 2 more to go. And these ones are very simple. So I just love this background. This is a nice bright background. Yeah, I see. I think somebody asked, yeah, the matte. And, oh, thank you for sharing that, Michelle. Looks like. I will make sure I share it again too, because it's just such a must-have when you're stamping. All right, and so I got to find the pieces to this card. Looks like I got a little jumbled here. Oh, they're right in front of me. So I already stamped that one. So I have one here that I already have ready to go. So again, we are just going to tie a little bow around here. And this one just has the sentiment stamped. Use our handy Take a Pick tool to put a glue dot where we want our bow to go, again, or not. I know I have some of you that are not huge fans of bows. And when we're in person, I'm happy to tie them for you, but unfortunately we can't do too much stuff in person right now still. Kind of limited, so I don't know where everybody's from, but I know some people are getting together a little bit more. So hopefully as time goes on here, we'll be able to return to that shortly. And I didn't leave mine quite long enough to go around twice. So this one I'll show you where I'm just gonna tie a knot and leave it kind of dangle, I guess. And so I'll tie it twice. So that looks just as nice. And then we'll add some dimensionals. And so I don't know if I said this. So yeah, if I'm looking for a project and maybe I want to do something creative, but I don't have, I'm just not feeling very creative, I'll pull out a kit. I also like to bring these when I travel or go somewhere where I don't want to bring a lot of things, because I can just bring that cute little box. And then we'll add some more dimensionals. And that is our fourth card. And we have one more to go. And it is this lovely one. And all I'm going to stamp on this one is going to be, well, we'll bring our mat in first. I'm going to add a few of these little flowers. And with all these different stamps, you could definitely decorate the inside of your cards as well if you would like. I'm doing just a few more than what the sample had. And that looks about right. I lost my leaf here somewhere. I showed the leaf on there too, but of course, you know, when you're stamping, things just disappear. Oh, here it is. It's in the corner. I'm sure you all understand how that goes. One little project and the whole room can be all mixed up. And so I am pretty excited. So I do also have here, I should have mentioned that at the beginning, I have holiday catalogs here. So anyone that comes to the sale, I can get you one. Some of you I did mail one to if you were on my mailing list already. And if you're not and you'd like to get one, make sure you message me, and so that I can be sure to get you one out, because we can order from those coming up here on August 4th. So I have them available, ready to go for you to pick up today or anytime. So if you can't make it today, you can definitely message me and I will make sure you get one. All right, so I'm going to just glue this right down to the paper, and same with this other little label here. And then we'll go with some dimensionals on our last one, but I gotta stamp that one. So we're gonna do a way to go on this one. So then we have used every stamp in this set. So if you needed a lot of congratulation cards, or this would be a good one for graduations. Or a way to go, that could be really anything. It could be retirement. Graduation, maybe new job, something like that. All right, so let me show you the double bow. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to double up my ribbon and tie a rather large bow. And then I can equal out my sides here after I have it tied. And then just snip the ends. And snip this one so that it's not a loop anymore. We'll go back to the dimensionals. And 2 would probably do, but I have this huge sheet, so I might as well use 3 to really make sure it'll stay. And then I'll offset that a little bit, add my bow. And then I have one more thing to add. I'm going to kind of tuck that just under a little bit. And then after, now I can decide if I want to trim this just a little more, maybe just a smidge, so it doesn't stick out. All right, so we are just about done. There's one more element to add. And maybe I should see if I have, here's a darker sheet of paper. Here's one of the card bases. So I want to show how cool these are. I really enjoyed these. And at first I thought they would be way too putsy for me. But look at those fun little flowers. But check this out. So I'm going to, just to make it a little faster, I'm going to bring my roll of glue dots in. And I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put it where I want these flowers to go. And then, so that's the pokey end. And then I'm going to take the putty end and I'm going to pick these up and put them in place. So you'll see how fast that is. So really no hassle at all. And it just adds a nice dimension, a nice finishing touch to these cards. So I will do those and then I'll bring them all in to show you at the same time. And this just, like I said, it really polished off the card. And there's quite a few of them, so you could even save some. You wouldn't have to put them on all of your cards. You could save them for another project if you wanted to. I think this one on the sample had 5 of them on it. So you get quite a few. Oh, it didn't quite stick. And so I do give it just a little push with my finger too. So really the kit is all you need to have a successful stamping afternoon or evening. But it is handy to have a couple other little tools to make your kit a little bit easier to do, a little bit more successful. And I think these were on every one. If they weren't, I'm going to put them on every one because I think they're just so cute. I'm going to do at least 3. I always work in odd numbers, so 3, 5, or 7 is usually. I don't usually go too many more than that. Oh, here. How convenient. It flipped right onto the other one. And one more, or 2 more. 2 more to go, and then we will be wrapping things up for the day. I gotta get Alice into a math class at noon. And then get back here for the sale or the first group of VIP people are coming at 1:30. So again, if you'd like to get in on checking the sale out tomorrow, I have spots open after 1:30. So you can just message me that you would like to come, and then you can stop by between 1:30 and probably about 4 would be okay. And one more card to go. And this one, I really like that background. Probably going to use that rest of the bases and come up with some other ideas as well. Again, I didn't have a lot of time this morning to come up with today's project, so this project kit was a perfect alternative. And again, I've already sent out 1 whole box of these. So I used 16 of these already. And so you can see I started at 11. I chatted just a little bit. And by 11:30, I have 5 cards completed and ready to go out in the mail. And all right, so if you like what you see here, you like any of these tools, if you like that Stampin' Pierce mat, this one here that you want with photopolymer stamps, here's the item number again. Host code here. Here's that piercing mat. I believe it's only like $5 too, so very reasonable. And again, a great tool to have. And then you get all those goodies. I will send you the 10 cards if you place an order. Okay, I'm kind of clearing out here so I can bring these all in one view so you can just see how nice they are all together. So we have 5 total, and then those lined envelopes. So there we have it. That is today's Facebook Live for July 22nd. We will see you back here next Wednesday, July 29th. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Bye-bye.